Hello. Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday night live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin. We'll talk about the news. We'll talk about altcoins. Going to move some crypto around for you guys. And as always, I'll do my very best to get to your questions and see if we can't troubleshoot your problems here live. So, sorry. My OBS Streamlabs software went haywire on me. It was like I had never used it before. It was very weird. The first weird thing that happened was when I tried to sign into my YouTube account, Google acted like it didn't know me, and I had to verify myself just to get logged into my Google. And then when I launched Streamlabs, it was just insane. Anyway, I muddled through it. I really needed a lot of time to get all my scenes straightened out, but I managed to get the two major ones done. This one and the one over here where I'm going to be showing you some stuff on my screen. So sorry about that. Sorry for the late start. I had so many things I wanted to do with you guys tonight. It was really frustrating that I couldn't get this thing to work, but I got it. And we're going to talk about the news tonight. ETF applications are in the air. XRP and Solana are front and center. And there are betting odds as to which will become the first new ETF in the near future. We're looking mid-year, I believe. And so we'll talk about that. I want to talk about pig butchering scams. You may have heard about them, but they're basically a scam where people are defrauded out of a lot of money, and a lot of times it involves cryptocurrency. And it has to do with a relationship, someone that is being taken advantage of on a dating app or something like that, and sucked into a relationship and then asked to invest or give money once trust has won. The interesting thing about this scam is that the victims are on both sides. In many cases, the person that's running, or the person that is the front of the scam, is also being forced into labor by some sort of organized gang. So even the people that are actually initiating and maintaining the scam are being victimized as well. So I wanted to talk about that. Let's go over to this screen and see if I can get it to work. Okay. You just can't imagine the frustration I was going through trying to get all these scenes set up. They were just not cooperating with me. But anyway, we got it. And if you've never been in the stream tonight, here's a breakdown of some of the things that we're going to talk about, the news stories. Also, some information about Crypto Laura. If you haven't done your taxes yet and you have a lot of crypto to deal with, she should be a go-to person. I did want to also talk about some of the available crypto software websites that you can use for tracking all of your transactions. So we'll get to that in a minute. Like I said, I'm going to talk about pig butchering scams and Coinbase and Ledger updates. So we'll do that. And then I've got a lot of affiliate links here you can check out for all of the hardware wallets that I have demoed and that I use on a regular basis. Ledger being my go-to. It seems to be has the most compatibility with different cryptos, and in my view is one of the most secure platforms out there. And also their touchscreen devices are a joy to use, although they are a little more expensive. So, but that's just my personal opinion. I try to be objective and give you reviews of all the different crypto wallets out there. And I do use the Tangem on a daily basis as well. While we'll play with the Tangem a little bit, here's our top stories. I've got them linked down below. Here's some information on getting in touch with me. If you need help, I'm here for paid consulting, but I'm happy to answer your questions through email if they're reasonable and short. Don't just send me an email that says, please help me, sir. I can't just please help you, sir. I need, if you need to articulate your question in an email. And if you, my commitment to you is that if you will take the time and effort to articulate your question in writing, I will respond in kind and do my best to answer your question. So just, hey, I need some help isn't gonna cut it, right? Okay, so let's get to it. Let's jump into the news. Once again, let me just check the stream here and see how everybody's doing. Everyone was probably wondering where the heck I was. JDO, thank you for being here. Everyone that's here tonight, Kenny, Mark, Mr. Miskey, Simon, Craig, Neto, Simona, Paul, Christopher Thane, Mr. CZ. Here we go. Some people were talking, wondering, hey, where is Rex? But I'm here now. Gregory Whelan, Amsterdam, Holland. That's great. Good to have everybody here. I like Ledger, but I need a magnifying glass to see the words. They're so tiny. I totally get that. The Ledger Stacks, for me, is a comfortable device for me to view on. The words are fine. The keypad is big enough, and the device is still small enough to be portable and hideable, all that good stuff. So, okay, guys, I'm here. Wonderful to be here. Let's jump into the news real quick. I was looking into a bunch of different things here. XRP and Solana race towards the next crypto ETF approval. Both Solana and XRP have growing ETF applications, regulatory challenges, and a fight for institutional acceptance. XRP and Solana are both making strides. They have both seen ETF-related developments. Polymarket is betting, giving Solana the edge at 85% approval in 2025, with XRP coming in at 80%. A lot of times we use the Polymarket crypto betting platforms as an indicator of, like we did those for the elections, we're doing them for the odds on ETFs, right? They seem to be pretty much unbiased in the sense that people are putting money where their mouth is on this kind of stuff. So a few years ago, the idea of an ETF on XRP or Solana would have been dismissed outright. But since the Bitcoin ETFs and the Ethereum ETFs, the chances of Solana and XRP ETFs are looking rather good, right? Gary Gensler's out as SEC chair, and we've got a crypto-friendly chairman and administration now. So several factors for XRP. They were sued by the SEC several years. There was a legal struggle and came out on top. So the fact that they do have some legal standing helps them in their ETF. Although the company Ripple controls most of the XRP blockchain, and so they do suffer from some centralization, which could hurt their chances. On the other hand, Solana has seen a lot of activity. Seems to be the new go-to platform for new coins and trading. As you all know, the Trump meme coin came out on the Solana blockchain, so that increases Solana's chance for being the first ETF. I'll link this story down below. Also, some market news as far as Bitcoin is concerned. Earlier in the week, the jobs report came out, and it's always complicated, but basically the jobs report was underwhelming to a certain extent. Below expectations. And so that means that it is more likely that the Fed is not going to be lowering rates anytime soon, that they are going to keep them steady. And because of that confirmation, the market is not facing any uncertainty, and that ended up being good for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has a firm foundation right now with not a lot of uncertainty in the market. And after the jobs report came out, Bitcoin topped 100K again. Also, the next story is pretty similar, talking about the jobs data and how it affected the Bitcoin market and the crypto market in general. Also, I wanted to just say, this whole idea of, people talking about, oh, Bitcoin, that event just brought down Bitcoin below 100, and this event brought Bitcoin above 100,000. I mean, it's like it's some new metric now, and it's like so important. Is it resistance or is it support, this 100,000 mark? I mean, come on. Earlier this year, we were happy to see Bitcoin break 68,000, and people said that Bitcoin at 20,000 in 2017 was the bubble, and that the Ponzi had collapsed and the bubble had popped, and we would never see 20,000 again. And, for an old hat in the crypto industry, all this, speculation in and around the 100,000 mark, I find, almost laugh out loud, because we've got Bitcoin at 100,000 or near it is like unbelievable. And people gotta grab their statistics however they can, right? But here we are, Bitcoin above or below 100,000. I'll take it either way. There's a real world assets. Now, I'm not sure if this story is a commercial, because if you go down and watch the video, it's kind of a commercial for this company, and I forget the name of the company that they mention in here, that is kind of a consulting firm for real world assets. I don't see the name here. But it's a pretty objective article about real world assets. That was a big deal earlier in the year. And where real world assets are what you would think they are, real estate, that kind of thing, tangible assets, and tokenization of those tangible assets using cryptocurrency. Now, it's interesting that they say, here we are, Bitcoin fell below 100,000, and there's been a lack of momentum over the last week, I guess it is, or whatever. Bitcoin shot up right after the election. That's November. November isn't that far away. But yeah, the market is bored because Bitcoin has been in a holding pattern for the last couple of days or a month or however you want to think about it. And so people are turning to something, new, which is real world assets. I guess you could say that, right? But yeah, and then I asked ChatGTP what some of the real world asset cryptocurrencies are to take advantage of the real world asset interest and investment opportunities. The big one they got was Ondo Finance. We can talk a little bit about that. Mantra, which is a blockchain platform. Centrifuge, Maple Finance, Securitize. So whenever you see a sector, you might want to do a little research to try and find out which coins might be the best investment in that particular sector. But anyway, thought I wanted to bring that up. We've been talking about the Bitcoin strategic reserve in the U.S. Trump may just create one. He talked about it in his campaign. A lot of people are wondering how soon that will happen. But it looks like some of the states are actually thinking of using Bitcoin in their strategic reserves or in their treasury, and Utah seems to be taking the lead here. There's a bill up for consideration that the treasurer of Utah could buy Bitcoin and other high-cap crypto with public funds. Pretty interesting, right? We wouldn't have heard talk like this over the last, back in 2017 through 2020. Now governments are taking crypto seriously, right? Talking about putting them in their treasury. So interesting times we live in. It's good to have you guys. Let's see here. I'm just checking over here. So it looks like people are still kind of talking. No burning questions for me. Ledger, they cost more, but interface is much improved over the Nano. Mr. Miskey, thank you for replying there to Intergalactic Energy. That was kind of my response too, that the Ledger Nano S Plus and the Ledger Nano X do have tiny screens. People have struggled with them for many years. I know. I've heard their questions and their complaints. And not only is the screen hard to see, but the interface is difficult, and it's not very intuitive, right? You just have these two tiny buttons for your menu interface, whereas the Ledger Stacks and Flex have touchscreen. We'll play around with them a little bit more. Bitcoin volatility hits record low. Stablecoin transaction value tops Visa. I thought that was kind of interesting. We talked about the stablecoin market last week. I think I brought this story up, the stablecoin market surging past 200 billion. And this story that the stablecoin market cap had topped Visa was from a few weeks back as well. This is from, well, not a few weeks, a few days back, February 4th, this particular article here. Let's see, they have a little chart here. So these are the transactional values of stablecoin exceeding Visa, MasterCard, and American Express in 2024. Pretty cool, right? So here we've got Visa's in purple, MasterCard is in gray, and we can see Visa's been the top all through most of the last several years, and now 2024 we've got stablecoins beating Visa, MasterCard, and Amex. Pretty impressive for crypto coming back from all of the bashing that we have been taking by the powers that be. So that's it. That's great. Let's see. I think that was all I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about, let me see if I can go back over here. Yeah, and I wanted to talk about a scam that involves cryptocurrency. As you know, my specialty is cryptocurrency and self-custody, crypto security, and how to avoid crypto scams. So this particular scam does involve crypto, although it can also involve just regular bank accounts and regular stock investing kind of stuff. But a lot of times it involves crypto because crypto is untraceable, and so a lot of times the victim is convinced to use crypto. So this is called a pig butchering scam, sometimes referred to as a crypto romance scam or regular investment fraud. The victims are lured into trusting a scammer because of an emotional relationship that gets established. So basically what happens is the pig scammer contacts someone through social media or some kind of dating app and hooks them with, initial friendship, maybe a relationship. And as I mentioned, a lot of these, the people that are engaging this are also victims themselves. A lot of times they're forced to work in these places by organized gangs, and they're basically just stuck in a cubicle all day long, working for pennies and contacting people on social media. kind of like phone marketing in a way, but online, right? They create a fake persona. They look like they have a picture, of course, that makes them attractive and has a fake credentials that they're a business person of some kind, or rich and attractive. They build that trust with a romantic relationship of some sorts. And also, I think they have, like models that work for them that will do the video chats, right? So, of course, there are too many of these scams going on for one person to do, one attractive model to do video scams for everybody. But so most of the time it's taking place through chats and emails. But then, sometimes the victim wants to see the person face to face. And so they bring in this model to pose as that particular person. So once they've established trust, then they start to lure the person, the victim, into cryptocurrency scams of some kind or investment vehicles. And then they'll show them fake charts. They'll show them a picture maybe of their fake portfolio and show, to impress the victim and say, oh my gosh, this person has made so much money investing in crypto, and that just sort of hooks them into this whole idea of gaining money. And then they'll pull them in for maybe a small investment and give them a quick return, sort of convincing the victim that this is a real deal. And then the real scam starts, right? They pull them in for more money, bigger investment, and they're usually asking them to give the money up front if this is, just a traditional finance, or transfer the money via peer-to-peer crypto, right? Avoiding big exchanges so that there's not regulatory compliance or flags being thrown. They're just asking them to transfer the crypto peer-to-peer. And that's when the slaughter comes, right? This is a pig slaughtering scam. You are the pig, right? So basically, in the end, they're asking you for a large chunk of money, a big transfer, and then that's when they take it all, right? And at that point, the scammer might just cut off contact completely, or at this point, they've embarrassed them. They've kind of tricked them into getting sucked in and spending money. And now they've kind of got a hold over them extortion-wise, right? They could expose what they've been doing to their wife or girlfriend. If that's the case, they'll find some way to exploit them and extort them once they've pulled them in this far. So you want to try to avoid this, right? Their emotional manipulation, fake crypto success, and then always there's a sense of urgency and pressure. You got to get this done before it's too late. I've talked about time pressure many times when I talk about scams, and this is what we're dealing with in this pig slaughtering scam. So how do you avoid this kind of stuff? I know it sounds easy when I'm just telling you about it and it's a scam, but they prey on people that are lonely, people that are looking for a friend or a romantic partner, people with good intentions, and then they get sucked into these scams. And a lot of times they'll prey on their kindness, right, to get them hooked. Hey, I need some money. Hey, I've got this great opportunity, but I don't have enough money. Can you help me? And, kind of get them sucked in small things, which lead to bigger things. And then eventually big, large amounts of money and pressure and extortion, right? So always check. If you're in a relationship that started online, that's great. I married, my wife and I met online. We got started just chatting on the internet. So there's nothing wrong with starting off a relationship online. There are many successful marriages and relationships that started online. But you need to be aware that when they start hinting about money or asking you to send them money or telling you that they've got some sort of investment thing, these are red flags. And even if it is an above board thing and maybe they are just sharing with you some of their successes, if that's the case, then they would be telling you about major crypto investments, right? Buy some Bitcoin on Coinbase, right? That would, you know, if I met someone and they were into crypto and they told me, hey, you know, you should get yourself set up with a crypto exchange and buy yourself some Bitcoin, that's great, you know. But when they're telling you about, you know, shady new coins that have just hit the market, nobody really knows about them, and that they have to be purchased with peer-to-peer, you got to transfer using a wallet, all that kind of stuff directly to me, those are red flag type of things. So you need to be aware of that, you know, and don't, you know, basically don't send funds to strangers, people you really don't know. Somebody that you've just met within a month or so is probably not an ideal person to send money to in any way or form. And also, you should verify the relationship with a face-to-face, in-person type of meeting when possible, right? I know that maybe this person might be claiming to live in a different country, but usually there is, where there's a will, there a way. If you've got 20 grand, you know, to lose in crypto, maybe you can purchase $1,000 plane ticket and, you know, fly to meet somebody, you know, in a public space, you know. So just wanted you guys to be aware of the pig butchering scam. Stay safe. Please be aware of red flags and don't fall for this kind of stuff. So let's see where we're at now. I know this has been a crazy night for me. My OBS Streamlabs just went crazy. All of my formatting was gone. It was like I had just installed the program. It's crazy. Okay. So let's see. What else did I want to talk about? Let's get back to my agenda over here. Oh, I did want to talk about Coinbase, right? Let's go back over here to this. You know, since this camera is working, we're just going to have to stick with this. I got two cameras going today, but I'll get everything straightened out. When I was approached by Coinbase and they asked me if I would do some promos for them. And I usually try to avoid direct promotions. I don't usually do promos within my videos. I usually, if I'm going to promote a product, it's with a full unboxing and setup video. But I was approached by Coinbase, and I have to say that I've been doing this I've been doing this channel since 2017, talking about crypto security and crypto self-custody, avoiding scams, all that stuff. And all the way back to 2017, my fifth posted video was how to buy Bitcoin and store it digitally. And I used Coinbase. Back in those days, Coinbase only sold Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Those were the only two. I think I had a $200 weekly allotment or maximum. And in that video, I bought $25 worth of Bitcoin, which I think it was 0.0091 Bitcoin, which today would be worth around $900. But even back then, you know, it was Coinbase. And the very first video that I did about Ledger was how to buy Bitcoin on Coinbase and put it in a ledger. So although I am a big advocate of self-custody, I have been using Coinbase as my trusted on-ramp and off-ramp since 2017. I've used a lot of other exchanges, but I always seem to go back to Coinbase because it's convenient for me. It's compatible with all of my bank accounts. I have 3 different bank accounts. They all work great with Coinbase. And Coinbase has added many cryptocurrencies over the years. You can get lots of different cryptos on Coinbase now. And it's a US based, and it's a publicly traded company. A lot of people complain about people that get their funds locked for one reason or another, but that all ties into the balance that Coinbase has to have between being convenient and being able to trade crypto, but also having fraud protection. And yes, they do have flags that get tripped for shady or abnormal behavior. And so I know a lot of people get caught up in that net, but that's kind of the price we have to pay for fraud protection, fraud prevention. So anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to Coinbase and kind of show you these. Whoops. I wanted to show you these videos. Back in when I first started my YouTube channel, I did not know how to edit videos, but I had a webcam, and basically I just turned it on and recorded my video. And all of my videos were one take. This is my very first video, and I'll turn off the sound here. Let me see here. Hey guys, CryptoDad here. Thanks for joining me. So you can see there, I'm not even wearing my glasses back then. But I would just go through like I'm doing now with myself on the screen and go through some setups. And that was how my channel started. And as I mentioned, the 5th video I did down here was how to keep your Bitcoin safe and store it in a digital format. And I believe what I did in this video was basically, I'm pretty sure, maybe I didn't do it in this. Yeah. So here I am on Coinbase buying some Bitcoin, 0.009873 Bitcoin for $25. And as you can see back then, Coinbase just sold Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Pretty crazy. But that was how my channel started. Coinbase was with me then, still with me now. And let's pause this guy. I think I showed you this other video too. Yeah, this was my very first video that I did for Ledger. I did how to use a Ledger Nano to store Bitcoin that I bought on Coinbase. I bought some Bitcoin on Coinbase and showed people how to make that withdrawal. And that video, whoops, let's go back here. That particular video, if I remember, because it's been up so long, has quite a few views. Yeah, it's got 122,000 views. Pretty good for my channel, right? I do have a video that has 1 million views, and that's that I did on Google Authenticator. But yeah, that Coinbase to Ledger video is ranked right up there on some of my highest videos. So anyway, a trip down memory lane. Just wanted to point out that I've been doing Coinbase all those years. That's good stuff. Let's see. What else were we going to do? Let's see where I'm at here. Okay, here we go. Coinbase. Okay, let's do app updates. When we go into Ledger Live, on the home screen of Ledger Live, you come in here and you can see your portfolio. Notice there's a little dot down here. This dot indicates that there is something required on your device, right? The My Ledger section is the local interface between Ledger Live and your device. Now, a lot of people think that the crypto is stored in Ledger Live. It is not. Your crypto is stored on the blockchain.
But most people spend the bulk of their time in Ledger Live in the accounts section, where they're funding their accounts or checking their balances, looking at their transaction history and all that. So it's easy to see why you would think that your Bitcoin or your XRP is stored here, but it's not. This is just the public-facing information of the wallet. Now, the actual authorization, the key of the wallet, lives on the device, but the crypto is not stored on the device either, right? Crypto's on the blockchain. The device is just the key that unlocks the wallet for you, in the same way that your car key starts your car, right? The car is big. The car can drive across town, but it's useless without the key. That's how this little device works, right? You've got this huge crypto wallet out there on the blockchain. No one can access it except the person that holds the private key, and that's you. So when you see this little dot, and you want to attach your device and go in here to the My Ledger section so that you can figure out what it wants. Well, first thing you want to do is double check your firmware. Make sure that your firmware is up to date. Also, that you've got your genuine check passed. So every time you connect to My Ledger, it runs the genuine check. You've got a genuine device, has not been tampered with, and I'm running the latest version of the firmware. If you are not, you should run the firmware update. But what is this little dot indicating for me? Well, apparently there is an app update available for my device. So we can hit this little triangle and see that it wants to update the Solana app. So you might be wondering, well, what does that mean? What is the Solana app? Well, the app is the software that runs on your device. Basically, the wallet is initialized when you install the app on your device. A Solana wallet is generated. The private key is generated randomly from your master private key. And from there, the app can export the data to the big part of Ledger Live, the part where you see your balance and transaction history. So you want to make sure that all of your apps stay up to date for improved functionality, for bug fixes, and security updates, right? Solana is not a static crypto. It is constantly being updated. You want a device that is flexible enough to keep updated to implement all of the updates in the Solana blockchain. So when Solana blockchain gets updated, they update their Ledger app and give it to Ledger, and then the user needs to update it. So we'll just hit update all. I've already authorized my device earlier before the live stream. Usually when you connect to the My Ledger section, it's going to ask you to allow a secure connection. It's just so that's done. What am I doing over here? Yeah. Right. So it's basically updating the Solana app. Right. And then we're done. Now, one thing, and I don't know if I can get this thing going or not. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's actually sort of working. All right. So what I want to show you, and let's see if I can do this. Ah, nope. Come on, buddy. Ah, see? Okay, here we go. Oh, come on now. No? You're not going to let me do this? Okay. Oh, I guess it wants me to do this. Okay, so I'm sorry about all these tech. Okay, here we go. There we go. This is what I'm trying to do. Oh, so we did. Okay. Well, what we need to do, what's interesting about the app updates, and I know a lot of people have this problem, is that they run their app update and then they go back over to their trading app or their like in for tonight's case, it was Solana, and then they go back over to their Solana wallet, and then all of a sudden things go crazy and they can't do swaps anymore. The reason that is because in order to do swaps in at least currently now, you need to have blind signing enabled. And usually you muddle through this the first time you attempt to do swaps, right? Then you run an app update and all of a sudden the Solana app has gone back to its defaults, right? So whenever you update your apps on the Ledger device, you need to make sure that you go back in and re-enable whatever settings you needed to have before, right? So in this case, we're going to go into Solana down here in the corner, right? And once we're in the Solana app, we're going to go into the settings up there, that gear shift, and then you can see here that we just want to enable blind signing, right? So that's one thing that a lot of people overlook, is that when you run app updates in Ledger Live, it's going to take your settings back to it's going to take your settings back to default, right? So that's very important, keeping your apps up to date. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect this one, and then I'll attach my stacks. The stacks is their flagship crypto wallet. Notice the large touchscreen. Going to go back into Ledger Live, and now I have a different device attached. So when I go back into Ledger Live, it's going to ask me to allow a secure connection. All right. And it's going to check this device to make sure all of the apps are up to date. Well, looky here. There are 3 different apps that need to be updated on my stacks. Right. The apps are device independent, right? I'm pretty sure there's a Solana app for stacks and one for flex. I'm sure some apps do double duty, or maybe it could be, I might be just spouting stuff. I'm not just talking out of the side of my mouth. It may be that I just happen to have these particular apps on my stacks and they were not on my flex. But I thought I had the Ethereum on my flex. But anyway, let's go ahead and run updates here. So you'll know it's going to update all 3 of these apps. Yes, I am showing you a cold wallet. So yes, I have a Coinbase account and I have a wallet. Yes. My modus operandi is, as I mentioned in those previous videos, is I buy crypto on the exchange and then I transfer it into my own wallet for safe storage. If I want to sell the crypto, then I transfer it back to Coinbase. That's my modus operandi. There are swap features built into Ledger Live, and some of the other wallet software also have swap functionality. But that swap functionality entails using third-party payment processors such as MoonPay, and those companies or those services need to be signed up for. You need KYC for those, and so you'll have to present ID and go through authorization, maybe show them a selfie, all that kind of stuff. So I prefer to use Coinbase because I've already done all that in Coinbase, right? I've already authorized myself in Coinbase. I've had my Coinbase account since 2017. So when we're doing buys and sells within Ledger Live, I don't really want to sign up for MoonPay because their fees are high and they're based in Europe, and it's just. But if MoonPay is good for you, it's great. That's good. Everybody's different, right? Also, you can do third-party swaps on DEXs from within Ledger Live. You can also do that. But for fiat on-ramps and off-ramps, I prefer to use Coinbase or Kraken or Binance US. All right. but Coinbase being my go-to that I've used the longest and with the most. So let's see. JDO prefers Coinbase Pro. Yeah, if you're using Coinbase, I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing off here. If you're using Coinbase, you can toggle down here. You can turn, this is Coinbase Advanced, but you can toggle down here in the corner back to regular Coinbase. If you're just getting started, maybe regular Coinbase is a little more clear, easier to use. But if I'm not mistaken, when you're using advanced Coinbase, your trading fees are a little better. You get a little discount on the trades. Alina Harling is here. I don't know if it's Alina or Dad, but welcome. Good to have you here. Coinbase and Ledger are completely different. Coinbase is what is called a hot wallet, whereas Ledger is a cold wallet. There are lots of videos. CryptoDads are the best. Thank you. Thank you, Alina. I appreciate it. Hassan is talking about the Coinbase wallet. There is a little bit of confusion. I am on the Coinbase cryptocurrency exchange. This is an account that I log into through the web. I have credentials. I have my name and my email and a password, two-factor authentication. I have my bank account connected, all that good stuff. I can make trades and transfers. Coinbase wallet is something completely different. And I know it's so confusing. It is a wallet that Coinbase bought this wallet company. And so they call it the Coinbase wallet. But the Coinbase wallet is a self-custody wallet. And the Coinbase wallet, when just basically used in its standalone state, is what we call a hot wallet because the private key is stored on your computer. Now, you can use a Ledger device in conjunction with the Coinbase wallet. But yes, they're two different things. But this doesn't make it any easier because, you know, the distinction between the Coinbase cryptocurrency exchange and the Coinbase wallet is a little blurry. Not to mention they use the same color scheme, so it makes it even more difficult, right? Oh, gosh. Right. I wanted to kind of show you a little bit of kind of purchasing some crypto. I've already bought it. Oh, no, I haven't. All right. So I have some Tether here, and I wanted to buy some Fetch AI. So I'm going to trade some Fetch AI for Tether, or Tether for Fetch. Let's see how this goes. I am logged in. Okay. So I'm going to use a market order, and I'm going to do 100% here. If I can get it to respond to me. There it is. I'm going to buy FET. It's going to cost me not too much. Oh, no. I'm not sure what my fee is going to be, but I'm just going to hit go. Right. Order failed. Okay, so I was at 100%. I'm going to tick it back to 99 and then do that again. Sometimes when you use 100%, it doesn't calculate the trading fee in there right, and it tells you don't have enough. Right. So just back it off a little from 100%. Now we can go over to the wallet and see that I have the FET in my wallet now, Fetch AI. And I'd like to withdraw it to my own wallet, but look at this. If I hit withdraw, there's only one network, and that is the, actually I could withdraw it on Ethereum, but I don't want to do that. I would rather use, instead of using the Ethereum network, I want to use the, where'd that go? Where'd Fetch AI go? What happened? I thought it was going to let me do it. Okay, let's try that again. Ugh. Come on, Rex. Okay. Yeah, I want to use the Fetch AI network. But that could be a little tricky because, first of all, Fetch AI does not have native support in Ledger Live. Right? So if I go to Ledger Live and I hit Fetch, they only have the Ethereum version of Fetch. Well, that's all well and good. It tracks the price, but I have to pay Ethereum fees, right? I would rather store Fetch in a Fetch-based wallet on its native network and take advantage of all of its features like staking and that kind of stuff. So what I need is a Fetch network native wallet. So I'm going to go over here, and on Fetch AI they have a wallet that is, and I'll put this in the chat window. A hot wallet is not bad, but it is not as secure as a cold wallet. So you want the most security that you can muster, right? So the exchange is great for on-ramps and off-ramps, but I would not store my crypto even on Coinbase long term, because there are a million things that could happen that I could lose access to my crypto on Coinbase. My account could get closed. The government could seize it. Coinbase could go bankrupt. I could get locked out of my account because someone else tried to hack in, and then red flags got thrown. So you don't want to and Coinbase is the #1 exchange out there, right? But things happen. So in the crypto world, we want to practice self-custody. So self-custody means holding crypto in your own wallet. So I use Coinbase when I want to put money in from my bank or pull money out when I want to sell crypto and then pull the money back out onto my bank. But for storing my crypto on a day-to-day basis, I use a crypto wallet. Two types of crypto wallets. You got a hot wallet and a cold wallet. Hot wallet is better than no wallet, right? But you have to remember the hot wallet is only as safe as the device that you're using. So if you're using a hot wallet on your computer, it's only as safe as your computer. Unfortunately, the computer is not an ideal secure platform for storing crypto. It is a great multi-purpose platform, but it was built for convenience, not security. There are security features on computers, but real security should be by using a specific device made specifically for holding cryptocurrency and keeping the private key safely stored offline. And that would point towards a hardware-based wallet. Phone-based wallets are also hot wallets. Right? Now you can use your hardware device in conjunction with your desktop, which I'm about to show you, and with your phone using Bluetooth or NFC. Right? So all you need to do to use this wallet is download the Chrome extension. I already have it, right? So we'll go over here to the ASI Alliance wallet. Now, instead of creating a brand new hot wallet in my browser, I'm going to use a hardware device. So we'll say import existing wallet. Notice there that it has the option to connect to Ledger. Now, interestingly, I knew that I had set up a Fetch wallet a couple years back, but I didn't know where it was, but I thought to myself, I'm sure I used my Ledger device. And so the best way for me to see if I have any of this is to download a Ledger compatible wallet, connect my device, and see if there's any crypto in the wallet, right? The device will not forget, right? Well, it wants me to use, and I'm going to call this one Fetch Stacks Flex, pardon me. So I know which device it is, and create a password. All right, we'll hit next. And there, it says Flex, right? I got my Flex. I'm going to connect my Flex. And I need to be in the Cosmos app. They're telling me I need to be in the Cosmos app. So I have Cosmos here. Go into the Cosmos app. And the next, it's going to connect. And I'm all set. Start using the wallet. We'll go up here. And lo and behold, look, there's some fetch in there already, because the device never forgot that there was a little bit of fetch left in this wallet. I had a lot more in there, but I ended up selling it. Now I have got myself a fetch native wallet on the fetch network. Let's withdraw that fetch, right? We'll put in the address of that wallet. We'll say max, but then I'm going to shave some of these decimals off, and we'll hit preview withdraw. I don't need the memo. I'm putting it in my own wallet, so I'll say yes, go ahead. I'll confirm my withdrawal by using my Google Authenticator. I've got my phone right here in front of me. I'm looking at my Google codes, right? I'll just go to my Binance US. And this should work. All right, now I need to confirm the withdrawal by going to my email. All right, there it is. Confirm the withdrawal. Right. And now it should be heading over to that wallet. I don't know how to refresh this wallet. I guess just like close it and open it a couple of times and see what happens. Yeah. But it should be hitting this wallet shortly. We can go over here and look at deposits and withdraw, and you can see in Binance US that it is pending. So it's still pending on their end, right? So there's no reason for me to get freaked out because I don't see it in my wallet yet. All right, so I'll just give it a little minute. It's got to go through some confirmations, and then it'll show up in my wallet. Sometimes it hits the wallet kind of fast. Yeah, see? So now you can see that the FET has hit my wallet. It's still confirming on the blockchain, but I have much more power and flexibility using a fetch native wallet rather than storing my fetch in Ethereum format. This is a demonstration of, and I get this question a lot, they'll say, how do I put this on my ledger? What they mean to say, though, really is, how do I manage this crypto in Ledger Live? And that's not always possible. It's possible to use your hardware device, but not always possible to manage it within Ledger Live, right? So sometimes you need to use a third-party wallet, like this wallet here. Why, I forget what they call it. Alliance something, right? ASI wallet. Now, and then I'll have a lot of people, they'll cry foul, and they'll say, no, you shouldn't do that. You've just exposed your hardware device to a hot wallet. And I'll say, no. I haven't. I have taken a hot wallet and strengthened it by using a hardware device to manage the private key. I have effectively turned this software-based hot wallet into a cold wallet by using my Ledger device. You remember when we first set this wallet up, it gave me two choices, right? It said create new wallet or import existing wallet. So I imported the private key that was stored on my Ledger device that I was already storing some fetch AI in, right? Cool stuff. All right, guys. So, yeah, I'm really sorry about earlier tonight. I was really verklempt there when my, I don't know what happened. It was like the preferences on my Streamlabs software just got wiped. See, I even let my tea get cold because I was so freaked out. But I got these two screens set up, my hello and my goodbye screen, and my, let's see what this screen's going to do. Probably. Yeah, it's all whacked out. I mean, I was just freaking out earlier. So what I'll do is I'll probably, oops. Yeah. I'll just use this. say goodbye to you guys. And I did want you to show you some of my new toys before I go. Once again, oh my gosh, my teeth. Oh my Lord, life. My new motherboard came. It took like 2 weeks to get a hold of this thing. This is, I think the best motherboard you can buy for an AMD card, the 870E Godlike. The one that is in my rig right now is a 670 E Godlike, and I'm planning on getting the new Ryzen 9 9550 3D when it comes out at the end of March. But I saw that MSI had this high-end motherboard that just got released in December of 24. So, of course, I had to have it. And I also have a couple of, I think I showed these to you last week. These are my M2 drives. The M2 hard drive is the fastest hard drive you can get right now on the market. Not this particular, there might be better ones, but as far as I know, the Samsung 990 Pro is their top of the line M2 drive. This is a 2 terabyte. I'm currently running two 980 Pros in my rig right behind me. They're both 2 terabyte, but I'm running out of room because I record so many videos that I have a lot of raw video data on my drive and finished product. And then, so I wanted to upgrade to a 4 terabyte. So I'm going to be running a 4 terabyte and a 2 terabyte. The 2 terabyte will be my system drive, and then the 4 terabyte will be my data drive, where I'll store, you know, pictures, docs, and my videos and that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm thinking of buying some new memory. I was thinking also about buying a new case, but that case is just fine. And I've got 10 fans. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna go crazy and buy new everything, which sometimes I do. But I'm planning on getting the new NVIDIA video card, but they're all sold out right now. So I'm gonna have to be patient about that one. But I'll have a lot of fun, and I'll reinstall everything from scratch, and that's really what I enjoy doing, more almost as much as, well, if not more than doing crypto videos, right? Is building rigs. I love it, and just always fun for me. So thanks for joining me. Sorry for the delay getting started. Sorry for the crude nature of the video setup tonight. Hope you guys learned something. I didn't see any burning questions. JDO and Dan seem to be fielding all of the questions and keeping way ahead of me. I appreciate you guys being here as always. Thank you, Kenny, for the news. I appreciate that. Always good to hear from Kenny every day with a new slew of news stories. Thank you, everybody that came in early. Thank you for everyone that came in and asked questions. Thank you, guys. If you just came in and watched, I appreciate you too. I will do this again next week, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll try to be on time next week, where we do the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions, and I'll do my best to get them answered. Remember, if you have a question that I didn't get to tonight, or if you just want to throw out a question, my email is thecryptodad@gmail.com. thecryptodad, one word, @gmail.com. It's down in the description below. Shoot me an email. Ask me a question. I could probably help you. But all I ask is that you take the time and effort to formulate a question in writing. I know that's asking a lot these days. But yeah, just if you can put your question into words, I will put your answer into words. And hopefully we'll both come away from it better. There was someone earlier that wanted to give me a super chat. I don't know if he did. And let me just check over here in my community to see if he did, because I wanted to thank him publicly for that. I don't see it. I'm not sure how I would. Oh, wait, let me see if Supers. Okay, here's Supers. No, I don't see his yet. A very nice gentleman that had some questions wanted to donate a super chat, and I told him it was not necessary, but he did. He wanted to anyway. So I'll probably thank him publicly for that next week after that comes through. Once again, thank you guys for being here. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click. That will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you guys again soon. Good night, everybody.